sorry, but that's, I tried, and I couldn't get it to change its mind.
We have some more questions. You go ahead, sir. Cal?
Just before Cal starts his question, I'll just say, I know General Stoltz has worked extensively with Generals Blum and Vaughn and a lot of pre-positioning after Katrina, and so the southeastern part of the United States looked a whole bunch different by way of equipment and agreements and all that sort of thing than it did 2 years ago.
Looking at the President's directive, I see that civil affairs, stability operations is really just an expansion, and a wide expansion of civil affairs, bringing in all agencies under what I say is the civil affairs concept, if it's called something else. I think your proposals here about having civil affairs an integrated interagency organization is probably the way we're going to go. But I wonder why we can't sort of structure that around our civil affairs organization as it is and just kind of amplify it and add on to it and tag it on and incorporate these other agencies appropriately. That's been done otherwise in other operations, and it's just a matter of just getting ahead with it. We keep talking about it, but we really ought to get it organized. And I understand under the President's directive that not only your organization working with the G3, G5, and so on, but also that the CAR is supposed to be, is tasked with the idea of structuring civil affairs and looking at it. Now, what coordination is there between it? Because I didn't get the idea that CAR was on the same wavelength as you were.
I didn't bounce us off as far, so probably not. So, I mean, I'm just throwing the idea out there. I don't find that it's terribly, I don't think it'd be terribly disturbing, but maybe it would be, I'm not sure. I think the key thing is funding line. I think the key piece for civil affairs is who provides you with funding. Because in the congressional or the political battle, it's all about funding. And the Corps of Engineers has a separate line, an item for funding, separate from the U.S. Army, that they get their funding by Congress. And if you're loyal to that organization and can demonstrate the utility of trying to work interagency whole government approach, which is what we're moving towards as a government based on our inability to handle Iraq, Afghanistan, and Katrina effectively, that would be the way that you'd be able to generate sustainable change because you'd have funding protected to allow you not to march on. That's just my thought. I could be totally right and totally wrong, but that's just my observation. Those who have the money have some influence. The Corps of Engineers has that influence and has that money.
Here we go, the initials.
Yeah, happy thanks for that. It was an old article too. 6 years ago, I think I wrote that. Anyway, this is back to Sandra's initial provocation challenge for the CA community to, I guess, create or look for opportunities for additional education, advanced education. USASOC has held at least 2 PF meetings in the last 6 months. The next one is next week. At both of the first 2, we brought up this question about, can we get additional courses at SWIC to support some of our educational needs? And of course, the question that came back to us was, well, what are those needs? You need to identify for us exactly what you think, what kind of courses you need us to put together. And oh, by the way, maybe some of those things that you think you need to know can be taught in other forms or are already taught in other venues. So what I said at the last PF meeting was, we will create a survey of our soldiers who are coming back from overseas, which basically asks, simply, what now that you've been overseas, if this was your first time, or of course may have been several times, but now that you've been over there on your last tour, what did you learn that you wished you knew before you left? That kind of thing. Just a simple kind of knowledge gap kind of survey. And I've got another one of my officers working on something like that. But I guess the question is, the point is we need to get that kind of feedback from our community. And as was brought out yesterday, that Dave Gordon's working on functional specialties. I think the functional specialty courses that was mentioned earlier is a very good place to start. But we kind of need that feedback, and I guess I'll take it on myself to be the central point of contact if anybody has any ideas of what we need in our knowledge gap base, so we can fix that problem. Thanks.
reference to what Sandy had pitched and what Dennis just talked about. In one of my lives, I'm the S3 of a brigade that is right now gearing up to do its pre-mobilization training exercises and go into Iraq again. And one of the things that I see time after time is that with the exception of all the shoot, move, and communicate stuff that gets pushed down to us right now from USARC, 137 or how many tasks, we don't get an ability to do civil affairs, skills, refresher, or enhancement training unless we go out and get it ourselves at the brigade level. And there's something wrong with that. I would challenge KPOC and JSOU to get together, because they've got to reach back into all these subject matter experts to give us a kind of a package that meets us at a pre-mobilization training site or at the mobilization site itself and says, in addition, oh, by the way, to all the shoot, move, communicate stuff, all that CA stuff that the government pays you to do, we're going to enhance that training too without having us to do it as a cottage industry. That's it. Didn't require an answer. That's great. It certainly is.
Thank you, and